PC. We are a computer repair firm. We take care of computer repairs from residential all the way up to municipality school systems. We're kind of all encompassing. If you've got a broke computer, we're who you're really looking for. Don't look after it's already broken. Take my name, take my phone number down, and don't wait till it's too late. Can everybody see the presentation okay? All right, and just give me a thumbs up if the sound is good. Good deal. So that's my business card. We are currently located in Garfield Heights. We are looking for a second, much larger location. And right now we're kind of focusing on the possibility of something in a Macedonia. We're looking for a far bigger facility than what we have here. We are going to maintain this location as a secondary satellite office, but we are looking to make a step in the right direction. So if you by chance know of anybody who has a building 1,000 to 15,000 square feet, we'd like to talk to them. Moving into the presentation, if I can get my slide to advance. There we go. So we offer a help desk support and managed IT solution. So what that means, you call us, we help you. We also have the ability of managing your computer remotely. Now, you think management, you think that we're monitoring and watching everything you do. No, we're not interested in that. All we're interested in is it cool? Is it running? Is it operating at its optimal? Everything optimal. I won't get too technical because I don't want to see everybody's eyes glaze over. We work with desktop computers, laptops, Apple computers, and we do cloud backup. That's kind of keeping it pretty basic. Our goal is to reduce the risk, minimize the risk, and overcome obstacles that you and your computer or your company, even if it's one person, we want to reduce and minimize downtime. That's our goal. We have 3 response options. We can remote into your computer. You can come into our store, or we can send a technician on site. We're located in Garfield Heights. We have a brick and mortar. That's where I'm coming to you today from. So far, does anybody have any questions? No? We'll keep going. So the remote support managed service, it is essentially, if you've worked for a large business, you've seen, you pick up a phone, hey, it's Weldon, I'm having a problem with my computer, and somebody starts moving a mouse around and they can help you. We do that. We also do your antivirus. We also handle your backup. We report back to our clients every month all the activity that we've done, both what you do see and what we do behind the scenes, because there's 80% of what we do is behind the scenes. This is kind of what we see. We are able to see all of our customers who have a problem. They come up on a real nice little dashboard, tells us, hey, this person right here has their internet's out. This printer isn't working for whatever reason. Low ink, it was jammed, it was powered off and shouldn't have been. This is what a website would look like, and we have a lot of website clients, so we monitor their websites for downtime. If there's ever downtime that you can't afford, we're able to monitor that and provide you with a graph of when you have experienced an outage. Technical stuff here. This is kind of what it looks like on the technical side to monitor a printer. We're able to watch for jams and paper outages and the end of life items like a fuser or things like that. Stuff that you don't want to be bothered with. That's what we're handling. We are monitoring this storefront, and for days they had no internet. So we were keeping an eye on this for them. The problem was resolved, but nobody was happy. It was an internet service outage. It wasn't something, unfortunately, it wasn't something we could fix relatively easy. This is what the dashboard for a computer looks like. The alert section is alerting us that there is a problem with the processor kind of running on the high end. So we're able to mitigate the issue, and the computer speeds back up, the customer goes on, and life for the customer is good. And this particular month, we closed 1,731 individual sensors for our customers. The sensor trips, we clear the sensor. We contact the customer, say, hey, here's what's going on. We need you to do X, Y, or Z. We're going to come to you. We need you to come to us. We need to fix an issue. This happened to have been from July to August. Last month, we tripled our workload. We actually had 3,300 events last month that we had to clear. So far, that should be the eye glazing over portion of this. So I apologize if you're not tech savvy and that
I do
kills
have
you.
a question.
Sure.
Weldon, why did it go up so much last month?
Because with coronavirus, the spike in IT necessity is just unbelievably high right now. A lot of people are working remote, so we're picking up more and more businesses. I mean, by the day, we picked up a school system that we didn't even reach out. We weren't even looking for the business, to be honest with you. They just called us and said, hey, look, we got to have somebody fix 300 Chromebooks. When can we drop them off? So with the coronavirus and the switch to what we're doing here today, a Zoom meeting instead of meeting in a room somewhere, right. This is kind of, if you don't have a computer, it's not impossible for you to get to this, but it does make it a little bit more difficult.
I feel like my computer has been just bombed with foreign emails. It's like every day someone says they have my, my password. And is this on the increase, or do I have a hole in my?
No, it is definitely a problem that's on the rise. What I would suggest for problems such as that, you definitely want to change your password, capital letter, a couple of numbers, and a couple of characters like a $sign or a hash, hashtag, pound sign, whatever you want to refer to it as. So, change the password, and the problem should start to diminish. If it doesn't, at that point, there could be something going on with the computer.
Okay. It just seems like it's a lot right now.
Yeah, it's not just you. It seems like there's a very high number of outages as far as Google. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Google outage a couple days ago. Yeah. Google and YouTube went down. There's been outages, a lot of outages with Spectrum, not necessarily in this part of the country, but Spectrum has had some serious outages. AT&T has had some interesting. AT&T and Yahoo, their email systems have merged, and that's been a pretty big issue with a lot of people too. So if you happen to use any of those services and you've had bizarre happenings, you're not the only one. And there is a website that you should keep a note of. It's called downdetector.com. Downdetector.com, if you're experiencing a problem with your email and you go to Down Detector and you type in Gmail, it will tell you if other people are having the issue. It kind of graphs it out for you. So downdetector.com is a great resource if you're having an issue.
Okay. And the other, because I have I have another question too, but sure. I don't want to hog up all the time here. My emails to AOL, Yahoo, and Rocket Mail all get returned from my work email. Now, I heard that they all are owned by the same company, Yahoo, AOL, and Rocket Mail.
I'm not sure who owns Rocket Mail now. AOL, you know what the problem is I can't keep up with. AOL and Yahoo are getting sold a lot. I think Yahoo in the last 12 months has gone through, 2 or 3 acquisition, merger, splits, all that stuff. So it's hard to say. I can tell you Yahoo email has been one of the biggest problems for us in the last 18 months. They've been a very, very big problem. Mm-hmm. So I'm not telling you to leave them, but I'm not shocked if you're having problems.
Well, the thing of it is like, when I email to a group, all those bounce back. So what I have to do then, I go to my MSN account, my personal account, and they all go out fine. It's just from my @Nordonia Hills Chamber account.
There may be some validation that needs to happen with your email provider. That's something we can talk about, but I can definitely work through that with you.
But you haven't heard of anybody else having that problem though?
No,
Huh?
I've had that problem. You just got to go through this validation process. It takes some time to do. I mean, it takes a couple of weeks to submit things and make sure you're legit and make sure the website is secured, which I know I think the chamber site is, but it is something that you need to, the process to go through.
Okay.
So
Okay, thank you.
no problem. Any other questions so far? Okay. So cyber attacks. Managed clients are a little less likely to get a cyber attack than somebody who doesn't have anybody watching their back. In 2018, there were a number of cyber attacks, big cyber attacks. One was in Atlanta. It cost them about, I don't remember what the number was. It was somewhere in the millions to have that cyber attack cleared up. Notably in 2019, I'll skip right to the interesting one. In April 2019 was Hopkins International Airport had a cyber attack. You're flying on an airplane, there's a cyber attack. Kind of freaks me out. I don't know if it freaks you out. I don't know if I like the idea of being so interconnected technology-wise that an airport was compromised. We're going to skip that question. We'll come back to a question session later. I just haven't stacked a little too close together. So who's our audience? Who should be looking for Weldon PC? If you're a home computer user, if you are an enterprise level computer user, if you're a city or a municipality, school system, church, daycare, if you have a computer, we're here to help. We can fix most issues, educate our clients, and we have a much faster response time whenever we have a remote management client sign on. You're able to remotely access your computers with software that we provide. You can log in from anywhere, transfer your files, print remotely. We offer antivirus. Now, the website filtering we offer, a lot of business owners are interested in this because they want their employees to have a filtered internet. The problem with the filtered internet for employees is sometimes you need to go to Facebook to do something, legitimately do something, and the website filter may block out Facebook. Not always, just in some instances. So we only suggest website filtering if you're dealing with minors in any way. Churches, usually we set that up there, daycares and school systems. At a glance, if we see a virus from our standpoint, we see it on one page, and it's beautiful because we very seldom have an issue because our approach to repair is very proactive. It's not a reactive thing like you would see with the big box stores. We have several hundred people, and right here we have one person at the top of the list. They have 18 computers in their business, and they've got a virus. So all we need to do is click on there and go in, and we can mitigate their issue pretty quick. Any questions so far? Okay, I'll keep going. We have done some work for some big guys. We've done some work for some little guys. These are some of the people that we've done some work for. Includes NASA, Department of Defense, Homeland Security, Fox Sports Ohio, and the little guy right here down the street from the office, Horrendous Insurance. So we have a very wide array of clients that we deal with. We also work with people in many states. Actually, we had some customers in Germany, but because of the time difference and the fact that I don't have a 24-hour staff, it makes it a little difficult to stay up all day and all night answering calls from around the globe. So right now we're trying to keep it just to the continental United States. I've got a friend in Alaska, and she's got some customers, which is difficult because I'm ready to go to bed. They're just kind of like getting into their work day.
How many people work with you? How many of you are there?
There are I have 5 technicians in total.
Okay.
I've got 5 technicians. They all have different specialties, different backgrounds, but we all generally can approach the same things. Some are better than others. I don't do laptop. I won't take apart a laptop. I focus more on desktop and the remote. I've got somebody here who does video game console. So if you got a PlayStation that You got some red ring of death or something going on, that's something else that we take care of here too.
And are they employees or contractors?
No, everybody here is an employee here.
Okay, so you stand behind them then?
Oh,
They're not-
absolutely. Yeah, I don't contract with anybody. It's every, I mean, there's no call center. You know, if you pay us the lowest amount of money, we actually like we're Indian, but then if you pay us more, we won't give you the accent. I'm just kidding. So the data backup, we do cloud backup, we do disaster recovery backup. So if you're worried about your data being lost because of a fire, because of theft, because of the possibility your hard drive could totally die on you at any time, and they do, 8 months in, 18 years in, yes, I do have people that come in with a hard drive that's 18 years old and say, hey, how come this died? We can back it up for you. We back it up here in our office, and we have another little dashboard we can watch to tell it everything's in good order. We're able to back up laptops, desktop server, website, email servers, only if you have an email server. We can't do like a Yahoo or anything like that. Backups only work two ways, locally and remotely. Local backups are something that generally you're responsible for. They're not incredibly reliable because raise your hand if you do religiously a weekly backup. Nobody. So right there, remote backup is always your best option because when your computer comes on, even if it missed the schedule, the computer is going to go ahead and run that backup that was missed for you. This is our remote management flyer. I won't bore you with it. If you're interested in the service, weldonpc.com/remote will give you all the details and what's included, how it's included, and where. It ranges from $14.95 a month to $35 a month. Generally, everybody's in the middle, right at the $19.95 a month, or $199.50 for the year is what we charge for the service. Why Weldon PC? Why would you come to a local small guy in Garfield Heights, hopefully Macedonia sooner than later? Because we're here to save you money, we're here to save you time, and we're here to stay out of your way. Getting you set up only takes a few minutes. We can usually send a technician to do it. However, we're trying to do that remotely to limit exposure for both my staff, for you at home, for you at work. We can usually start within hours, minutes, really, if you decide you ever wanted to have us load up. And to go live, really, you're talking 15 minutes. So what computer problems have been plaguing you lately?
I think I got all my dirty laundry out there. Stop recording.
My biggest problem